Okay. I talked a little bit earlier about what I think are the true limits of neurobiology here. I think that there is increasing evidence of a lack of common neurobiological factors underlying depression. And as I said before, when we thought this all had to do with serotonin, we know it has to do with many, many, many multiple neurotransmitters working at many different sites in CNS. And that combination of those effects, of all those neurotransmitters and all those sites, probably doesn't account for as much of the variance in terms of the production of depression symptoms that we thought in the past. We were really, really going down a very biological road, thinking all of this was very biologically mediated. It's a great study. It just happened, published a couple of weeks ago, looking at patients who had been treated in large-scale antidepressant trials. And they looked actually at genetic contributions. They did DNA sampling on these patients. They looked at genetic contributions to patient outcome. And what they found was that there were so many different genetic clusters that contributed to treatment outcome, they could not identify a single factor that was responsible. So there's no perturbation in how you in serotonergic neurotransmission, to use a common example, that could be identified across all of these patients. There's no genetic difference in serotonin receptor subtypes that could account for a differential response to antidepressants. And their findings are very, very telling. A cumulative effect of genetic variations and clinical features. Both types of variables contribute to similar effects with respect to prediction of treatment outcome. What does that mean? It's not just biology is what it means, okay? A realization I think we knew several decades ago before we decided that we were going to put all our eggs in the biological basket. So it's a contribution of interpersonal issues, of biological issues, of genetic predisposition, of any number of cognitive variables that affect a person's outlook, their interactions with others, that create this strange condition, this strange, uniquely experienced condition that we call depression. So for us to believe that we have a unitary treatment is completely illusory. Unfortunately, that was the policy. That was essentially the policy in this country, and still to a large extent is. And it was de facto proven by the fact that almost all of our energy, research energy dollars and treatment dollars went towards treating people with antidepressants.